This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so in our last class, we have seen in detail about the AMDP. Okay, now we will be looking today into our most awaited topic, that is the CDS, Core Data Services. That's the very important topic from interview point of view, as well as it's the most widely used and the mostly used topic in the real-time scenario as well. So whatever ABAP on HANA we have discussed, the most important thing is the new OpenSQL, and the other one is the CDS, and then maybe the third priority we can give to the AMDP. Okay, so we are going to look into the CDS today in the detail. Before going to the CDS, there is one more topic in this AMDP, that is like how to handle the exception in the AMDP. That we will quickly look, and then we will go ahead. Okay, so to handle the exception, we know that we are having a root class that is known as the cx underscore root. So this is the oops oriented concept, how we handle the exception in the oops way. Just we will see here what class we are going to use to handle the exception. There can be several classes which can be used to handle the exception, but this one which I am going to show you, I generally use in order to handle the exception. So the program in our last class what we have created is ZMB28 no 03 I think. Okay, yes, this is the program. So suppose here if we have to handle the exception, we are going to call this method, right? This is the method we are calling over here. This is the AMDP method call. This is the AMDP method call. So this method, when we are calling, it's giving the data into it underscore final for our OIA scenario, and that data we are displaying with the help of this particular program. So here we have the chances to have the exception. How to handle this exception? The normal way, only we should know the class name. Even that is not necessary to remember. Suppose at runtime you are going to get the exception, you can get the exception class from the dump, and you can use that one, but it's better to use here itself. Why to wait for the dump, right? I'm just going to run this one, and you can see that here we are getting the data. In case suppose some error comes over here, we can handle the exception like this. So we can use the try, catch, and end try. So in the catch block, you will have to use the class called cx underscore amdp underscore error you will get. So here the multiple, we are having the multiple exception. Okay, so this is the one which I generally use. However, this all can be selected. You can see so many 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 exception can be handled, but at least we are supposed to handle this exception. So catch cx underscore amdp underscore error into the data lo underscore exception, and then we can write this exception lo underscore ex control space and get text. Okay, so full stop. So this much we are supposed to know. This is how we handle the exception in the oops. So full stop. Here also we are supposed to give activate this one, and now it is activated. Okay, it's giving the data, that's fine. Now we can go back and let's go to the topic CDS. But sometimes we feel that, you know, if we have to practice the CDS or AMDP, we don't have the system, you know, and how to practice those scenario. If we don't have the system, how to practice the scenario. So recently I come across some, you know, tutorial or some blog from where I came to know that it's nowadays it's easy to create your own system, uh, almost free, you know, almost free or even 100% free, at least for CDS practicing. So suppose if you want to practice for the CDS, okay, if you want to practice for the CDS, you have the system free. How you can get your free system, that we will discuss in a first half an hour, so that someone is not having the system to practice, you know, they can go and create their own system and they can practice. Okay, so let's go to the another slides and we will see how we can create the system. Okay, so how to create the how to create the SAP NetWeaver instances, okay, to practice. Of course, this is having some limitation, but it's good. Okay, if there is no way to get, or if some financial issue is there, what we can do, we can use this approach. Okay, something is better than nothing. So following that approach, we are just discussing this uh, particular things and we will see how we can do this one. So the first, you should understand some concept of the cloud computing. Okay, so to create the system for practice, what you require the proper set of hardware, right? You require the proper set of hardware, right? You require the proper set of hardware, and then you require the proper set of software, right? So the software will be installed to the software is going to be installed to this, you know, where the software will be installed to this hardware, right? So we should have the hardware, we should have the hardware, but our existing system is not that much capable, right? We don't have the octa core CPU, we don't have 8 core, we generally having the 4 core, 6 core or something like that. We don't have the powerful CPU, so we require the powerful CPU, right? We require the powerful CPU. We require the enough RAM, we require the enough RAM, at least 16 GB to host this particular, you know, the software, the NetWeaver software, right? And once everything, this hardware, software, the database instances also we require, right? So we also require the database, right, which will be installed onto this hardware. So database, maybe we can consider this database as the software component. We can put it over here. So under the software, we must require the NetWeaver ABAP. NetWeaver is ABAP 7.40 or 7.50. Let us suppose the latest one. And then we require the database. One thing we should know that the CDS is independent of database. It is not necessary to have in the backend as a HANA database for the CDS. For AMDP, of course, we must have the HANA database. As of now, AMDP only supports the HANA database. AMDP is only supported by the HANA database as of now. Maybe in the future release of the SAP, this limitation will be, you know, overruled, and maybe some another DB also will be supported. Okay, but the CDS is supported by all the database. CDS is supported CDS is supported by all the database. It's a open technology like OpenSQL by all the database. So here you can have any database if you want to practice only the CDS. Okay, and I would recommend you to practice at least the CDS because 95% interview question will be from the CDS or 90%. Okay, question will be there from the CDS only. So we should be strong enough in the CDS because of its reusability. It's many places it is widely used, whether it is a Fury element, whether it is a you know Wi-Fi stubs or auditor services if we have to create, or if you want to use from the BW side, right, or BI side, from so many places the CDS, even in our ABAP also we can consume the CDS. So because of its reusability, because of its reusability, as its name suggests, core data services. Core means the central component, right? Because this is the central component, it can be reused in many ways, in many places, in many different ways. Okay, so this is the thing we should know. So why I'm talking all this point, because the free server which we are having, for the database, it is having, if you suppose you are going to choose the HANA database, its charges will be more. Okay, its charges will be more. But if we're going to choose some another database like Sybase, okay, so here also you can practice the CDS, okay, but the charges will be less. Charges will be less for the Sybase. HANA will be having the more charges. Sybase will be having the almost half charges, and we have to practice the CDS, so we can go for the Sybase. Okay. Now you might be thinking I was talking about that it will be free. Okay, then why I'm talking about the charges, right? Why I'm talking about the charges? It will be free for us because we are going to have a workaround. That workaround is nothing but Google Cloud Platform is giving the $300 credit to us. That credit we are going to use. Okay, that's why it is going to have the free. It's going to have the kind of free for us, but it's chargeable. It's going to consume the amount from the Google Cloud Platform credit which we are going to receive once we activate the account under the GCP, Google Cloud Platform. So Google Cloud Platform, what is that? So Google Cloud Platform is nothing but there you can go and you can create your own set of hardware. You can create your own CPU, you can create their own RAM, right? So if you might be knowing about the cloud computing, okay, we have discussed in our maybe second or third class that we are having the SaaS, software as a service, PaaS, platform as a service, right? And then different types of services we are having. So this platform as a service we are going to use. Okay, we are going to use platform as a service from here. From where? This Google Cloud Platform. We are going to use the Google Cloud Platform to Google Cloud Platform, that means GCP, for our hardware purpose. Okay, and for the software we must require some software, right? The software is also there in the cloud. This is also there in the cloud. Okay, so that cloud is their SAP Cloud Platform. Okay, so actually SAP has given one Kyle system where all the software is there installed in the cloud. Okay, so this software they are providing on some 3 months trial basis, so we can go and we can consume for the 3 months. Again after 3 months, what we can do that we can create some new Gmail account. Okay, and from that we can create some another Kyle server for just our practice purpose. So at least for 3 months we don't have to think. And the one which we are going to use this database Sybase, you don't have to bother about the 3 months, it will be for permanent. Okay, so if you're going to practice only the CDS, in that case you don't have to bother about the 3 months renewal. But of course, if you're going to use some HANA database or some S4 HANA stuff kind of things, you can use for 3 months with one account for free, completely free. Okay, so the software we are going to get from the SAP, from their cloud system. Okay, so this is what that you know uh, we are having. So Cal system, we are going to get this software, and we will install the software into this hardware onto this platform. So we are going to install. So how we can install? Will require a connection between both this cloud system. Okay, you must have internet connection available with you, then only you can use the cloud platform, because everything is there in the cloud, everything is there on the internet. Okay, so you have to follow some certain steps, and then you will be able to do so. Let's go and follow the certain steps what we have to do. First, we will set up our GCP, Google Cloud Platform, and we will get in our account $300 credit. Okay, so first, now how to set up the Google Cloud Platform. Okay, so the first, what you will have to do, whatever you have the system ready with you, whatever the Gmail ID you have, maybe you can use the existing Gmail ID, or you can use the new one. Okay, so I'll just show you with my email ID I have already created. I will just show you the steps how you'll have to do. Okay, so you can type it over here, GCP, uh, Google Cloud Platform login, and just click on this cloud.google.com, the first one. So if you already have the Gmail, automatic
So your voice is not coming.
And if you want to see their limitation, you can go to this particular link, cloud.google.com, free docs, GCP filter, all what they are, GCP free tier, Google Cloud free tier. You can read out what they are going to give it over here. The tier, it will be for
Pankaj, we lost your voice actually. We can't hear you.
Hello. Yeah.
Pankaj,
To get the benefit, you will be losing up your money from the credit card. Okay, so you'll have to, but if you are sincere enough, you are not going to lose anything, you are going to save. Okay, so you can see that you must have to provide the credit card or bank detail to set up the billing account and verify your identity, but you won't be charged during the free trial. Okay, but the one which we are going to install here, actually we are having the Windows image, and for the Windows image we must have our account upgraded. Okay, so for that purpose actually you have to upgrade your account. Fine. So here your free trial credit applies to all Google Cloud resources with the following exceptions. You can't have more 8 cores, right? You can't add GPUs to your VM instances. You can't request a quota increase for an overview of. So these are the things. You can't create VM instances that are based on the a Windows server. So suppose if you have the Windows server, you know, then you will not be able to create the a VM instance. This is one limitation you are having. So here I'm not sure, you know, but I have created my Windows server by giving my credit card detail and by upgrading those. So I need to check if I have been charged. So I will confirm this particular things, you know, yesterday only I have created. So I'm not sure if I have been charged or now, if I have been charged. Okay, so I will check this one because they have created one image on the Windows server. Might be I might have been charged some amount for those purpose. So I'll confirm this one. But one thing is sure, there are so many system of which you can use without Windows server also for your practice purpose. Okay, so you can use in that case for free. That also I have tried. So once you will having one idea, you can try yourself how you can do this one. Let's go and start how we can do. Okay, so let's go to the, you know, console. Over here you will be getting one option, console. Can you please mute from your side if you don't have any question? Some question is here. Now is it fine? I'm audible?
Yes, no,
Okay, okay, fine. So good. um okay, fine. Let's go here and go to the console. You'll have to go to the console where you will be able to see all your GCP related stuff. The first step over here, what we'll have to do, okay, so I think now it's better voice, some internet issue is there. Okay. So what actually you'll have to do, you'll have to go to this Google Cloud Platform, and here you can go to this dashboard, and you'll have to create the project. Okay, you'll have to create a project first. So here my first project it is showing. Okay, do one thing, go to here my first project, click over there and click a new project over here. Okay, so we can give the name of the project CDS practice, and then the location and all is not required. I think underscore is not permitted. CDS practice is enough. Click on this create button. Okay, so our CDS practice project is now created. Then the second step, what you will have to do, that you will have to create one service account. So for that purpose, you'll have to come to this market, this one, IAM and admin, and come over here and you will see one service account option. Click on the service account. And here we will create one service account. Create a service account. So the service account is responsible for connecting our CAL system with the GCP system. So service account detail, we can give this account detail something like CDS practice. I'm just going to give service account ID CDS practice, service account description. Also, we can give something over here. Click on this create button. And here you'll have to select the role. Okay, the second step you must require some roles. So what are those important role? You will have to add it over here. So go here and type to filter. You will have to add the three important role. One is the compute instance admin, compute instance admin, this one, compute instance admin B1. This role you will have to add. I've just selected this one. Another role you will have to add compute network admin. Okay, you'll have to add compute network admin. Okay, so compute network admin, this one. And one more role you would require, that is a compute security admin. You'll have to add this one, compute security admin, compute security admin, this one, compute security admin. So we have added three roles: compute instance admin, compute network admin, compute security admin, and then we will be clicking on this continue button. Okay, once you click on the continue button, then our service request will be, the service account will be created. And now what actually you'll have to do, that grant access to the service account, that is fine, we have created. Now click on this done button, and here you can see that our service account is created. Now to have, what you will have to do, you would like to connect with the service account, right? This is the account through which your hardware will be connected with the NetWeaver software for the installation purpose and all, right? So how it will be connected, there will be a key, that key will be generated, and this key we are going to use in the tile system. Okay, for the purpose of installing the software over here. So create a key. Once we'll create a key, a JSON type, let's select this JSON type and click on this create option. One JSON file will be downloaded. Okay, so I'm going to service GCP service account key, GCP service account key. Click on this save button, and the key has been generated. Now what you will have to do, you require some machine over here, right? What are the machine? You require the machine in form of CPU, in form of I know uh, the hardware, hard disk, something like that. You require the machine. So we are going to allocate that machine. We are going to enable that machine. Okay. We also require a machine to manage our resources, right? We also require a machine to manage our resources. So what we'll do again, we will go to this cloud uh, platform, and we'll go to this particular three line is there. We'll click on this three line, IAM and admin, and here we will select here you will be having the option called service organizational IAM. Okay, just a second. Okay, so we can go to this API and services, actually API and services, click on this dashboard, take, or directly we can click over here, because to the API and services and navigate. And in order to consume that particular, click on this enable API and services. In order to enable that particular CPU and all, we'll have to enable the APIs. Okay, so that it will enable the CPU and all. So the first one which we are going to enable is the cloud resource manager. Cloud resource manager API. This is the first one. Select this one, and once we select, after this click on this enable. Okay, so cloud resource manager API will now get enabled. Okay, so it has been enabled. Okay, you can see that the disable API option is coming over here. That means it has been enabled. Now one more API will have to enable. So again, maybe I can go to the dashboard, and the thing is that you will have to go to that particular API. From here also directly we can search and we can go. It is not necessary to go from there and then from here and here. It is not, directly we can search it from here. Okay, so the another one is the compute engine API. Okay, compute engine API, compute engine API, this one. Okay, you can see that its design is like, its photo is like a CPU. So with the help of this, we are going to, we'll select this one and we will enable this. So now here our work is done. Here our work is done. Meantime, what we can do, that we can go to the cal system, cal dot, we will have to create one account, cal.sap.com over here. Go here, I already have the account created over here. I will directly log in into this. You have to create your own account. It's very easy to create. You can go and create yourself if it is not created. I'm going to log in into my existing account which I have already created. So it has, my account is already there. That's why I'm able to log in into cal.sap.com. Automatically I was able to log in, and here I've created yesterday one instance. Okay, and you can see that I have suspended it. So you must have to suspend if you're not going to use it. Okay, so Now I'm going to terminate this one so that I can show you, because with one account you will not be able to use the multiple software. This is the software which I have installed, started the same software. AAC stands for the Sybase. Okay, AAC stands for the Sybase database. I'm going to terminate this so that I can show you once again. So you can see that it's terminating. It may take some time. Okay, and while activating also it will take some time. So let it does it work. Meantime, I will show you in cal.sap.com. You have over here the multiple option. You can see the first option is the solution. These are the free solution provided by the SAP. That means these are the free software you can install. These are the free software, licensed software. This is not the pirated one, right? This is a free genuine software you can install in the GCP hardware. Okay, you can install on this GCP hardware. So you have the multiple system over here. What you will have to select over here, you can see the S4HANA if you want. This is the trial version. You can see trial version. So it will be only possible for 3 months. Okay, you can check. It should be 3 months or at least for 1 month. It must be. Okay. Here also you can see the S4HANA 1909 FPS01 fully activated. Okay. So how to know more about this? You can click on this and you will get the documentation. Once you click if you want to know how this one, you will be having the documentation over here somewhere. We will be having the documentation, this one, getting started guide. So this guide will help you how you can install, how you can use in this system to the GCP or Amazon Web Services or Microsoft Azure. So similar to GCP, we are having the multiple service provider like Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services is the oldest one and having the most customer, and that is the most popular nowadays. The GCP is also getting popularity because they are providing the free credit and all, right, due to that. And here you can see that it's telling free trial status, credit, and 365 days remaining. With a full account you will get unlimited access to all of Google Cloud Platform. Right here you can see I have already given my credit card information. That's why I was able to do all these things. Okay, you can go to the billing if you want to see more about your billing and all. So here you will be having the billing option. You can go and check how much you have been charged till now. Okay, the one which I have study created, that is with the different account, that is this Pankaj SAP Trainer at the rate of gmail.com. Let me check if I have been charged something. Okay, so just I'm checking if I have been charged. I didn't get any message till now on my credit card. So this just I want to check if something I have been charged. Go here. One second, I will go to this billing and I will check. So this is my billing account. It's active. So till now it is not showing anything to me. Right, you can see that it's not showing. Maybe after some time it will tell. So I will share with you if something I'm going to get deducted. But there are many things we can which we can use free over here for our practice purpose. Absolutely free. So what actually I was suggesting to you over here, that go to the solution once again, and from here we can search for the above system. And here you can see that this is for the developer. Okay, this is for the developer. This is one I'm recommending you to use this one. But the problem with this is that you will have to upgrade your account. That means when 1 year will be there, means when your 1 year will be completed, or already if 300 will be consumed, it will not ask you for further consumption. But at this point of time, if you don't upgrade, I have not upgraded the, this is my different email id through which I have just shown all these things here. This Pankaj SAP Tech Trainer @gmail.com, already I have upgraded, but here I have not upgraded. Okay, here I have not upgraded. I'm here in this. Okay, here I have not. I'm just going to close this one. Here I have not upgraded. Okay, so it will, if you, it will ask you the option to upgrade over here, here. So here you will having the option. If you don't upgrade, it will, well, when your 365 days will be there, it will be completed. When 365 days will be completed, it will send you an email to upgrade. If you don't upgrade, your credit card will not be charged. Until and unless you upgrade, your credit card will not be charged. But the problem with this system, you must have to upgrade because it is consuming your Windows server. Okay, it is consuming our Windows server. So once I will let you know that if it is charging my credit card, okay, it is not consuming from that $300, then maybe you can start using this one, because here the advantage is that it's a less charged. Okay, it's the less charged one. Okay, but the one I will just show you. Actually, you can go to this recommended VM size. Okay, and here you can see that which one is going to take. This is the Google Cloud Platform, Linux, and the 4 cores. We are having total 8 cores. Okay, so 4 cores and 2 cores, right? So still we are left with the 2 cores. But the thing is that this SAP frontend is going to use our Windows image. That is creating the problem. Okay, so it will not allow you to create. It will give you the error. Okay, if you try without you know activating, I will just show you. It is terminated now, you can see. So now what I can do, that again I can try by creating and this one. Okay, so here also you'll get one option to create the instance, or directly you can go to the solution, and here you can, you will having the option to create the instance means this particular software you are going to install to the GCP. Okay, so I want to install this one. I'm going to click this one. You can see that it will give me the error because this service account from where I have downloaded this JSON, this key is not the upgraded one. Okay, I'm going to create a new account. So the new GCP description, you can give some description, and here we are having the Google Cloud Platform JSON file which I have downloaded over here, the key. Okay, just you will have to upload it. Okay, so this I have uploaded, and once I upload, it will do the further processing. Click on this upload file. Actually, after selection, you'll have to click on the upload file. The name you can give some test name, something like that, or uh, another GCP, another GCP, and this you can leave as it is, the region, and this zone B. This region is the where your cloud storage system is there. Okay, so it is the any one of the region you can select, but it all depends, and region wise also your charges will vary. You can see that here charges it is showing. Okay, just observe over here, it's asking 0.61 USD per hour when active. Okay, and this is per month when suspended. If you are going to keep your system in the suspended state also, minimum this much amount you will be charged, minimum. Okay, if you keep the suspended, if you keep active, you will end up with lot of amount. So you make sure that you suspend your system, make sure that you suspend your system. That's the important. Here you can give some password. I'm giving some password over here. you must have to give some password following this criteria, validating this criteria, and that's it. And you can click on this create button. Okay, if you click on this create button, it will give some information message, click on this OK, but after sometimes it should give a error. Okay, because my account is not upgraded, and you know, you can, okay, I'm just selecting some password. You'll have to give some password and download this one. However, this will not require, but it's asking to download. Okay, so we can download or we can just ignore. 30 minutes. Firewall, this one, the VPC network, or go here, click on this, and then you click on this here, this, click on this here. Something I'm missing, just wait for a second. Okay, so yeah, so you'll have to create a firewall role. We can give some name over here, CDS firewall, some valid name, test, and then the turning on firewall logs can generate a large number of logs, so we are going to remove that one. The network is default. Okay, the default network, let it be like that. Priority and all these things is fine. Direction of traffic is ingress. All these things we are going to just keep same. A specific target tags, that's fine. Okay, and IP ranges here, source IP, I'm missing something, some steps I'm just missing. Here we'll have to select this TCP. No, I'm missing something. Just a second, let me check. Go to this GCP once again. And here, from here, I will try to go to the firewall. Here we'll be having one option of a firewall. Firewall insights. Okay, it has come to the same point only. Okay, let us see this one. Now, what is the status over here? Okay, I'm not able to remember actually the steps, so no problem. Let's try with that itself. And the blog, maybe we can refer that blog where they might be mentioning that step, or else what you can do that there is a video here on the YouTube by Naveed Madan. Okay, so that also can be referred. I have taken the help of that video. So the step I'm not able to remember actually by Naveed Madan. This is the one, episode 0. We can go over here and I will just copy and paste the link, and you can check once if it's going to create the problem, if that firewall is necessary to be created, or maybe I will check, and tomorrow also I will let you know on the steps if it's going to create the problem. Okay, so here you can see that it's giving me the error. It's giving me the error, right? Here it's giving me the error. What is the error? Windows VM instances are not included with the free trial. To use them, first enable billing on your account. You still be billing means you have to upgrade this one. Okay, so what I will do, that what you can do, that the free one you can use, okay, which is the completely free, or where the SAP GUI image need not to be created. Here it is using the Windows image. How? Because it has to create the SAP GUI image. So here the virtual machines we are having, right? No, the solution info, license information, where is that one? Not the instances I'm talking about, we are talking about the VM size. Okay, so go here to the solution and come to this VM size, and here you can see that we are having the recommended VM sizes over here. So this is actually creating the problem. This SAP fronted end-to standard, this is creating the problem. But if I have when I have upgraded, then it is not creating any problem, but I'm not sure if it will charge at this point of time. So all these things I will check by today. Okay, and one step that the firewall setting will have to do, if you don't want to wait for this firewall setting, what you can do that we can just check. I think that firewall setting is not mandatory one. Okay, so this other thing also we can try. Okay, S4 HANA 1809. So but the sizes we'll have to check. 2 cores, 16 cores, you can say. We are having only 8 cores. Okay, so this will not be possible. This will not be possible. Okay, come to the another solution. So with HANA it is not possible, I'm sure. This one maybe you can try this trial version. This trial version you can try, and here go to this recommended VM size, and here the Google Cloud Platform, this is only required 4 cores. Okay, but here the problem is that you will not be getting the developer role. Okay, you will be not getting the developer role. I have just checked with this. You can see that I have created with this one. It does not ask for the account upgrade. Okay, but it will not be able to you know create any program or something like that. So that's the problem with this. So maybe you can search with some another one where we can do. Okay, where we can do innovation ASC. Let me check with this. 8 cores Google Cloud Platform, right? So we can try for this. It requires the 8 cores, and the Google Cloud Platform also is providing us the 8 cores maximum. Okay, here you can see that 8 cores, the maximum we can have 8 cores. So we can try with this. So I'm just going to try with this. Some more research need to be done, which one is going to be perfect. So it will take some more time for me, and I will confirm you that which one will be suitable. Okay, so go to the solution once again, and the one which I have selected is this one, 7.52 ASE. Okay, this is already activated, but this was not the good one. Mm, this SP01 innovation. Okay, and it requires only the 8 cores. We can go and click on this create instance. It will work. It will not give you any error. Okay, it will be able to create that. Create a new account. I'm going to create that new account. Accept over here. Just simply I'm going to give some new account. Test. GCP is the cloud platform provider, and the JSON file. The JSON file is very important. Then only it will be able to connect with the hardware. So now it's fine. The name we can give that the new test, something like that. Password we can give it over here, and okay, okay. I think some problem was there. The connection with the cloud provider is valid. Now click on this create instance, and it's telling some information. We can just ignore that. Now click on this OK button, and now it will take some 30 minutes time to create that particular instance. That means to install that particular software on that hardware. Okay, so this is the process we have to follow. Some firewall rule we will just I will just check that if that firewall rule, we can close this one. This is not required. Do you want to permanently delete the private key? No, note that if you do not store or download the key, you cannot access the opening system of your solution instance. I don't know, let me do one thing. I will give the same password which I am using everywhere, and click on this download, new underscore test. That's fine. It will take some time, but this time it should not give any error. Okay, it should not give any error. It should be created even though I have not upgraded my account. The benefit of not upgrading the account is that you will not be charged without, you will not be charged after 1 year even. Okay, it will first ask, Google will send you the email that please upgrade your account if you want to continue further, and if you're going to upgrade then only will be charged. So that's why we are going to take the precaution, otherwise our credit card will be charged. So I will just confirm this particular point, all right, where if I have been charged even I have upgraded my account, or it is consuming my existing uh, existing credits of $300. Okay, so this I wanted to just share. You can go through this a video, the episode 01. Here also he has explained, but some of the things he had just missed, like the upgrading account is necessary and all. Okay, I think he is already having the upgraded account, that's why he didn't face the issue. But when I was trying by following his video, I end up with so many errors. Okay, it took almost 6 to 8 hours for me to just set up and end up and to get this conclusion. Okay, so maybe you can refer this also, this video. I will just share the link. This is not the exactly same video. The video is this one. The episode 0 video playlist, and he's actually teaching the SAP UI5 for free. UI5 CDS kind of stuff. He's strong in the JavaScript, so maybe you can refer his videos. He's good in all this stuff. So core data services, Fury elements, and the getting started, this one. Okay, so this particular video he has explained. I'll copy this one and I will paste in the PPT. Another reference I have taken from the blog also. He has also taken the same, the NetWeaver, how to install the NetWeaver, how to install the NetWeaver on GCP for free. So SAP NetWeaver planning, oh, this is this one actually. This also is the very good one. You can just refer it one here. I think they have not mentioned any firewall. This is the Christian, and here let me check if they have mentioned here the firewall rule. The same step what they have given over here, I have followed the same one. Okay, this also, this configuration need to be done. This we have missed. Let us see if it is giving some error or something like that. Okay, One thing here, you can see that public static IP address. This also we need to select. Okay. So some steps I have missed. Let me see if it is giving the error. Then I will correct once again and we will do. Okay. Come over here. It's just doing, it's activating, it's not giving any error. Okay. But once it is activated, then what we'll do, we'll go inside and we'll select that static one. After activation, actually you'll have to select that static one. So that firewall is not required. Firewall enabling and doing some configuration and all the port and all these things, I think that is not mandatory because now it's activating. Okay. And if it will give some error, we'll check. Now what we'll do that, let's it will take some 30 minutes, so we'll wait for 30 minutes to get activated and then I will show you what to do further. Meanwhile, we'll go to this CDS. Okay. And the hosting and native viewer, this also I'll just copy and paste it over there. So this is by the Navid Madan, and this is the Christian. You can just refer this one. This is actually very good one. If you know this one, you know, you will get lot of liberty to practice. So many things is freely available to do the practice. And suppose if when we have to pay, I think we don't have to pay much. There will be some marginal amount that we'll have to pay. Okay. So that need to be checked. As of now, we have taken this particular system access. We will go here and, but one thing I have observed that the system was slow. Okay. One which I have created yesterday and I have tried, it was not that much pleasing experience. It was a bit slow, that I could identify one drawback, but still that is good for practice. If we don't have the system, then maybe we can go that is completely free. Okay, now what we'll do that, we'll see some more stuff about the CDS. Go to the CDS and we'll try to understand the CDS from interview point of view. We'll try to understand its actual concept, what actually this is and why it is so important. Okay, the core data services. Why this is important? The reason behind this one is this is one of the best technique to code push down. This is one of the most recommended and easy to use for code push down. Okay, the lifecycle management challenge with this code push down technique. Okay, so what actually we are having, we have the application server over here and we have the database server over here. The previous approach which we were using in terms of information model, if you remember, we were developing the information model over here, and when we were activating this information model, it was creating the HANA view, right? So information model was the design time object and the runtime object is the HANA view, and that HANA view is getting consumed by this application server with the help of view proxy. So either we will creating the information model or we will creating the SQL script, right? So to consume the SQL script in form of the stored procedure, right? If you want to consume the information model or a stored procedure, we require what? View proxy or database proxy generally, if you are not using the AMDP, right? So one of the best way to consume this stored procedure is the what? AMDP. That's why the AMDP is so popular. That is the top-down approach. So in the bottom-up approach, what the problem we used to have is that if you see the bottom-up approach over here, the problem is actually the transport lifecycle management over here. You are using the view proxy for the information model. What we use? the view proxy, right? View proxy, and we're using the view proxy. Okay, or we'll have to use the database procedure proxy. Database procedure proxy. Okay, so this approach is actually using the view proxy or database procedure proxy is known as the bottom up approach. This approach is known as the bottom up approach, right? So first you are developing at the bottom side, means at the database layer side, and then you are consuming with the help of view proxy or database procedure proxy at the application server layer. So bottom up approach this is. So with this approach, transport life cycle management is the biggest challenge. Okay, this one is the biggest challenge with the bottom up approach. Transport life cycle management, TMC. TMC is the biggest challenge. That's why we learned the AMDP for the SQL script, right? For AMDP, we can consume the SQL script with the help of AMDP, and that is the best way to consume that one. And the AMDP is what? AMDP, we are having the bottom up approach, sorry, top down approach. Okay, we are developing, AMDP where we are creating at the application server layer with the help of ADT, right? So this is known as the top-down approach. So in top-down approach, the transport lifecycle management is very easy. Okay, in top-down approach, the transport lifecycle management is very easy. Transport lifecycle is very easy. Okay. So now the thing is that when you activate the information model, suppose if you are going to create the information model, and at that point of time, if you are going to activate your information model, okay, suppose you have created this information model, then what will happen after activation of this information model? In backend, it creates the, in the HANA database over here, it creates the HANA view. Okay, it's not good to represent like this, better to represent like this. Okay, so information model we are creating in the HANA database directly, right? In the database layer directly we are creating this IAM, we are creating directly at the database layer. Okay, we are directly creating at the database layer. So once you create at the database layer over here, okay, so once you create inside the database layer this information model and you activate, it will create the HANA view, and this HANA view we are consuming. Okay, so at the database layer directly we are doing these particular things, but you have the application server. Let me do one thing. Yeah, so now what actually you have here, you are having the application server, and at application server layer, this application server layer, this is integrated with your ADT, ABAP development toolkit or HANA Studio. With the help of that, you are directly going to create your CDS over here. You are going to directly create your CDS over here, this core data services. Once you create this core data services and you activate, what happens that it will create a HANA view. Okay, it will create a HANA view, and it will also create one DDIC view. Okay, it will also create a DT view. So the two view gets created. One is the HANA view and another is the DT view. DT is data dictionary view. This is also known as the SQL view. DT view or SQL view, and some people also tell SC11 view, though this is not the standard term. Okay, SC11 view is not the standard term, but I have seen people telling like this SC11 view. So just I'm marking in red. Okay, so this DDIC view or SQL view is the standard terminology used by the SCP or by the maximum people. Okay, so this is what actually we need to understand over here. Okay, fine. Now let's try to define the CDS. What is the CDS? This we understood that this is nothing but the two things get two things gets created when we are going to activate this CDS. Okay, two things will get created. HANA view and here we are having this DDIC view. Okay, now it looks good for me. Okay, come over here and we'll try to define the CDS. What is CDS? Okay, this is not the CDS view, this is the CDS, core data services. So there is a difference between the CDS view and core data services. Okay, if you want to define the CDS, how to define? So your answer should be something like this. CDS is the semantically rich data model. CDS is the semantically rich data model. So when you are giving the answer for the CDS, semantically rich data model keywords should be included, okay, in order to impress your interviewer. Okay, so CDS is the semantically rich data model. Another thing is that CDS is enhancement of SQL. It's an enhancement of SQL. What's the meaning of enhancement of SQL? Okay, means you can, what is the meaning of SQL? SQL is nothing but DDL, right? Then SQL, then you have the DCL. Okay, so this will come under the SQL, data definition language, means the create alter. Okay, create or alter. So if we're going to enhance this DDL some with some, how we can enhance, how we can enhance actually all this language, DDL, SQL, DCL, TCL, right? Data control language, transaction control language, right? There is one more called the data expression language, DEL, data expression language, where we are using the inbuilt function like min, max, all this kind of uh, function we are going to use. Okay, case, when, such kind of not min max, case and when. The expression based, expression based coding, case, when, like stuff, value operator. Though here the value operator, here we can't use this value operator and all, as per I have never used. Maybe it will allow use in this DEL case when. Okay, so now here, how to enhance this language, what are the tool? Okay, So the tool is called, one is the annotation. What is this annotation? Annotation is nothing but the extra properties or added properties. Okay, so annotation will give you the extra information about any element so that the system will accordingly make that particular element or will structure that particular element. So we will see the different type of annotation. So if we're going to add this annotation in existing DDL, okay, the DDL, the create, alter, or whatever we have, okay, then that this DDL will be enhanced, DD will be extended. Similarly in the SQL, if we're going to add some extra annotation, similarly with in this DCL, if we're going to add some extra annotation, it will be more powerful. So the extension, how to enhance or extend this language using the first way is that the annotation. We are having the association concept as well, path expression, association. Okay, path expression, we'll see this one. We'll also see about this association, then we will be able to understand it in a better way. Association, okay, association. Now what I'm trying to tell it over here, that if we you know uh, if we want to define the CDS, we'll have to tell something like CDS is the semantically rich data model. CDS is the enhancement of the SQL. Okay, now one thing here I would like to take your attention, that if you know the SQL, it's very easy for us to learn the CDS. It's very easy to learn the CDS. If you know the SQL, it's very easy to learn the CDS. If you know the new OpenSQL, you don't have to put the effort to learn the CDS. Almost same. New OpenSQL and CDS is almost same. Only the annotation is going to add the extra capacity. You know, in new OpenSQL, association concept has also come. Okay, if you just Google it out, or if you see the standard documentation in the new OpenSQL, that the extra concept has in the new OpenSQL, we have the association concept, we are having the right outer join. All these the new stuff is going to be supported by the CDS as well. Okay, so new OpenSQL almost same as the CDS. There are some advanced concept like virtual data model, then the annotation, then the path expression. Here also we can use the path expression in the new OpenSQL. We'll see what I'm actually trying to tell. The I mean to say that if we know the new OpenSQL, we have to put very less efforts in this CDS. So already we know about the new OpenSQL. So the CDS learning is going to be very easy. Okay. Now, from interview point of view, we are having some questions which are frequently asked one. Okay, which is very frequently asked one. The question number one, what the question we have, I will just show you those question. We'll start from the one. We'll start from the question number one. What is the question number one? Okay, the question number one is, which layer the CDS view is created? At which layer CDS view is created? Okay, this is the question. So you might be knowing already. I have just explained over there. In interview, they will ask this question: at which layer CDS view is created? Answer we are supposed to give at the ABAP layer, at the ABAP application layer. Answer will be at ABAP application layer. Very important. Okay, very important. At ABAP application layer. How? With which tool? With which with which tool you can create the CDS. Okay, you'll have to tell that CDS can be created. CDS can be created either with ADT on Eclipse or HANA Studio. HANA Studio. So this is only the possible way. Question number three is it possible to create the CDS in SAP GUI? Is it possible to create the CDS in SAP GUI? The the one which I'm using over here, right? This is the SAP GUI. The connection will be there. Is it possible to create? Your answer should be no. It is not possible. No, not possible. Not possible. Not supported actually. Not supported. Now the question number 4, we can write it like this. That what is the mandatory NetWeaver version? What is the mandatory NetWeaver version which is required to create the CDS? Okay, your answer should be NetWeaver version 7.4 SP6 onwards. NetWeaver version 7.40 SP06 onwards. You will be able to do. So this including this one. Okay, including this one. Question number 5, you have that this may be the a little tricky question, that we already have the SE11 view. That means at the data dictionary level we are already having the view. Then why the CDS view is required, right? This is one of the very important question actually. Okay, already we are having the DDIC view concept, right? DDIC view, that means database view, right? Database view, projection view, help view, right? Maintenance view, like that we are already having. Then why this another concept came into the picture? Why it is required? Why it is required, right? Why it is required? So this question will see if it will give the time. It will take some extra time. Okay, so we'll see this one. We'll see in this one it will require a separate slide where we'll just try to understand that what the extra functionality has been given by the CDS view. Okay, what the extra functionality will be given by the CDS view. So at one side we'll keep the SE11 view or SQL view. Okay, and on the other hand we'll keep the CDS view. I will try to understand that why it is so important, this CDS view. So this is possible by comparison only. Okay, this is possible by comparison only. So we'll just do the comparison based on some certain parameter. Okay, based on some certain parameter, what we'll do, that we'll do the comparison. Let's do one thing, we'll do later this one. The another question is question number 6. We can give that, what's the use of the CDS concept? Where are the places we can use this CDS view? What are the places where we can use this CDS view. Okay, so the answer should be something like this. You can use in a BAP report, right? You can use in a BAP report at application server layer, right? Via that using you can do in SAP GUI or in ADT or HANA Studio. Use you can development is required if you want to create the CDS at that point of time. You require this ADT on Eclipse or HANA Studio. But if you want to use the CDS in ABAP application server with the help of GUI or ADT, both way it is possible. So using there is a no constraint while using the CDS. You can put the select query on the CDS view as we do. Okay, as we do. So in ABAP report we can use another, we can use in Fury or UI5. Okay, Fury or UI5 app we can use this one. Then we can also use in analytics. Analytics means BI or BW. Analytics we can use in analytics, that means BI or BW. Then we can use this one in S4HANA. There is a concept called embedded analytics. Okay, in S4HANA there is a concept called embedded analytics. There also we can use. Okay, in S4HANA. So from reusability point of view, it's very powerful. One CDS can be also used in another CDS. Okay, in another CDS. One CDS can be used in another CDS. So answer of this is this. And one very important question and little tricky question, a little tricky. The question number 7 is, can you create a table, that means database table with the help of CDS? Very very important question. Okay, and very very confusing question, very very important question and very very confusing question. Can any one of you tell me what should be its answer? Can you create a database table with the help of CDS?
No,
Why we cannot create? Why we cannot create?
basically we can create views from the database table, a collection of database. Because how we can
Right.
create
Yes.
application.
Yes, Muthu, your understanding is perfect at this point of time. That view is generally is the way of using the database table in the different way. That's the meaning of view. But here, the CDS, this CDS, you know, is a concept. CDS is the core data services. CDS and CDS view both is a different. Okay, CDS and CDS view is both is different. If you see the definition of this CDS is semantically rich data model, and CDS is enhancement of SQL. That means it's enhancement of DDL, it's enhancement of SQL, all these things. Here, because it's enhancement of DDL, so with the help of CDS, okay, not with the help of CDS view, with the help of CDS. Okay, with the help of CDS concept, we can create or alter the table. We can create the table, we can alter the table. Okay, fetching the SQL means fetching the data from the table. Data control language means authorization for accessing the data. TCL means authorization for accessing the transaction. Okay, means the T code. Okay, so authorization for accessing the transaction. Okay, and the data expression language, case when, all this kind of stuff, the new stuff. Save it. So yes, so your understanding is correct, but here with respect to the CDS, answer is not correct. So answer should be yes, it is possible. Then you can tell that because you can tell that it's extension of the OpenSQL. It is extension of the OpenSQL. So with the help of OpenSQL, we can create the table, right? With the DDL. So because it's extension of the OpenSQL, so with the help of CDS also, we can create the table or we can alter the table. It is extension of the OpenSQL. Answer should be it's a extension of the OpenSQL. Now there may another question can come. What is the technology used? What is the technology? What technology is used to create the what technology is used to create the DB or alter the DB with alter the DB using CDS concept? Using CDS, you'll have to tell the answer. I like this. Using RESTful ABAP. Using a RESTful ABAP. Using the RESTful ABAP, this is possible. Using the RESTful ABAP, that is possible. Okay. So SAP Yard has already released one course that is completely free for, they are having some uh, 10 hours of videos like that on the YouTube. Okay, you can just search with the SAP Yard RESTful ABAP in the YouTube, and there you will get, and you can learn the RESTful ABAP. That is a replacement of BOPF, Business Object Processing Framework. How to integrate the CDS with the BOPF, that also we'll see. SAP Yard uh, RESTful ABAP, RESTful ABAP or ABAP on cloud. This RESTful ABAP is also known as ABAP on cloud. So this you can see that over here. So 1 or 2 months back they have released this course. Okay, so with the help of this RESTful ABAP, you can create a table. You can check if this particular how to create a table is there, they have explained or not. Okay, but they have released this course under this RESTful ABAP. With the help of RESTful ABAP or the ABAP on cloud concept, you can create the table. That is possible. Okay, you can create the table using the CDS. Directly will not be able to do anything with the database, but with the help of CDS, you can use using the RESTful ABAP or ABAP on cloud. Okay, now we'll try to understand this question over here, or maybe we'll see some more question. We may see some more question, like for example, uh, how this CDS is different than the AMDP. Okay, how this CDS is different than the AMDP, and which one is easier? Suppose if you want to understand that which one is easier, so CDS is obviously easier than the AMDP, lot easier. Okay, which maybe this may be not more relevant question, but just I'm writing which one is more easier, SQL, the AMDP or CDS? Answer should be CDS. Why? Because this is, if you know the ABAP, if you know the OpenSQL, the CDS you are going to do. But which one is more powerful, right? Where you can write the maximum logic. Okay, where this CDS is the extension of the new OpenSQL, right? So it's a kind of OpenSQL only, right? So if you have to write the complex business logic, which one is better? AMDP is better or CDS better? The question is, this is the question. If you have to write the complex business logic, then which approach is better for code push down? Okay, which approach is best, which approach is better for the code push down? You have three options. One is new OpenSQL, another is CDS, and the third is AMDP. Which one will be better? Can you tell answer which one will be better? Any one of you? Which one is going to be better?
New OpenSQL.
Here you cannot write the complex logic, right? In this new OpenSQL, you cannot
Okay.
write the complex logic. CDS also you cannot write the complex logic because it's a OpenSQL only. Maximum what you can do, that you can write the case and when statement. Such kind of stuff is possible now, case and when, such kind of. But suppose if you want to put the loop, if you want to read the data, you want to manipulate the internal table, then in that case the SQL script is going to be helpful. And if you're going to use the SQL script, then AMDP is the best choice over here. So here no need of getting confused. However, this AMDP is suitable for writing the complex logic in terms of code push down, but your application server using the most of the time where the system is going to take, while fetching the data, while retrieving the data, most of the time system is going to take when it has to retrieve the data. So this new, if you are going to use the new OpenSQL, or if you are going to use the CDS, sorry, this is CDS. If you are going to use the new OpenSQL or CDS, the maximum work, the maximum performance related issue is going to be solved. That's why, and you know that you can write the logic on application server layer also, right? You can write the logic on application server layer also. That's why the new OpenSQL is the most preferred one, because the maximum time is going to get consumed at the database layer typically. Okay, typically. So this problem is avoidable. This problem is avoidable for this new with the help of this new OpenSQL and CDS. That's the reason. That's the reason this both is so popular. AMDP in some cases very rarely used cases where if both is not going to help, then we can go and see. This both is almost same, but this is very very powerful when the reusability comes into the picture. Okay, that's why people now starts preferring creating the CDS, because the CDS is almost the same, this OpenSQL only. Okay, so but here so much reusability kind of things is there. That's why this is most uh, widely used, and people, suppose they have to create tomorrow the OData services, and if they are having ready with the CDS, they will just write one annotation and the OData services will be ready. Okay, that's why it's the recommended way nowadays for the code push down the CDS. Okay, fine. But for this question, the answer will be this AMDP SQL script. If you have to write the complex business logic, then which approach is better for code push down? This should be the answer. This should be the correct answer. Okay, if you know all these things, that means your concept is clear. Now the question is, the another question, uh, another question we can keep like this: do we have to transport like how the transport life cycle management is going to have for this CDS? Okay, so for the transport life cycle management, you don't have to bother for the CDS, okay, because you are going to create the CDS where? At the ABAP application server layer. Okay, so how easy the CDS life cycle management, that means the transport management, life cycle management, that means the transport management. So very easy, as same as the report. When we create the report, and if you want to transport into another system, we put it in a transport request, right? So similarly, same as ABAP, exactly same as ABAP, exactly here the version also you can manage, exactly same as ABAP. No hassle, very easy, very easy. Okay, just attach with a transport, attach with a transport while developing this, you know, the transport while developing this, and you don't have to bother. While developing this, and then you don't have to. Another question: can you debug this CDS? Can you debug the CDS view? Okay, answer will be what? No, CDS view cannot be debugged. CDS view cannot be debugged. CDS view cannot be debugged. When you activate the CDS, when you activate the CDS, what are the views gets created? So two views gets created, just we have seen that. One is the CDS view, okay, one is the CDS view, this is also known as the HANA view, and another is the and another is the SQL view. SQL view means the DDIC view. Let's go and create one CDS quickly. Okay, let's go and create one CDS quickly. Very easy to create the CDS. It's very easy. We'll open the, you know, HANA Studio. I'll open the HANA Studio. Come over here. It's little slow. System is little slow. It's taking some time. Yeah, double click on this HANA Studio. It's taking some time. Yeah, it's opening. Let me see meanwhile if that has been created or not. Let me log in and I will check. You can see that now it has been activated, right? The new underscore test I have created and it has been activated without any problem, right? Without upgrading the account. So this server at least you can use. Okay, this server at least you can use this one. Go here, click on this, connect button. Okay, click on this connect button. Once you will click on this connect button, it will be having the, what it will be having, it will be having the connection established with the what, it will be having the connection established with that particular Google Cloud Platform. Okay, it will be having the connection established with the particular Google Cloud Platform. Click on this connect button. So with the help of SAP GUI, you will be able to connect. Okay, in your system, in your local system, you must have installed the SAP GUI. If you don't have the link for SAP GUI, let me know. I will share the link for the SAP GUI. Okay, so here the just going to put in download itself new underscore test underscore SAP GUI. Okay, click on this save button. It's downloaded, and if you click on this, it will open the SAP GUI instance. Okay, allow. What's the user ID and password it will be? So initially it should have the user ID as SAP star, and the password, it is going to have the password which I have been using till now. Okay, so I have given the password to create the instance there also, right? Everywhere I have used the password, the same password you will have to use. So what you can do, you can keep the same password everywhere. Wherever it will ask the password, you can keep the same password. The same password, you can use it over here. I'll just click on this OK button, and let us see if it's able to log in. And I'm able to log in into the system, right? So this instance, right, it's completely free. Okay, it's completely free. But the user which I am using over here, that is the SAP star, with this user you will not be able to create the report and all. You can see that it's a bit slow. Okay, you can check in your system how it's going to have, but for practice purpose it is not bad. Okay, if you want to create one report, it will not allow you to create, because it will tell that the user is SAP star. No? So jet test, suppose I'm going to create one report and click on this create button, and little slow. You can see that SAP star not allowed. So how to avoid this problem? What you can do, that you can go to the transaction called S license. You will have to get the license. Okay, you will have to get the developer license. S license is the transaction. There you can go and copy this hardware key. This copy, you'll have to copy this hardware key and just get the developer license. Okay, I'm going to, you can search in the Google mini SAP, developer license or mini SAP license. Okay, and mini SAP, this one is the SAP license key. So SAP provides the license key for the free for practice purpose. Okay, so there you can go and generate your license. Okay, so what's your system is, this is the NPL system. You can see NPL system, so go for the NPL system, right? What is my DB? This is the Sybase DB, right? NPL SAP NetWeaver 7.x, the Sybase DB, right? Give your Mr. name is some Pankaj Kumar, something like that. This is the email address. Hardware key, you'll have to copy this hardware key from here and paste it over here. I agree this one, agree, and then click on this create, generate. Okay, so this npl2, this file has been generated. If you click over here, it will give you the license information. Okay, this is the license information. Now what you can do, you can delete this particular temporary license. This is the temporary license. Okay, uh, valid to 13/11. This is also valid to this. Okay, so this is also valid, so maybe we can keep it like this also. Once it will expire, then you can get the license like this. Okay, the existing one is also having the validity till 11th. Okay, 11th of like this is August, so up to November this is having the validity. So why to disturb that? Okay, now again we will go to that particular system. So what I will do that I will go to this and click, and this time I will try to log in with my developer user. Give the same password, give the same password, and let us see if it is allowing to log in or not. It's giving some error. You can see that it's giving some error. Let me try once again. This is a small, that's fine. I will try using this client 001. There is one more client available with this. You can see over here the client one, right? Two client is available. Two client is available. So I'm just trying with that if it is possible. This also some problem is there. Let us see what is the problem. What I will do that I will go to this getting a started guide. Okay, I will take help of this guide how to log in into the system. The one which I have already tested there with the help of developer, I was able to log in. Here it will give you the information how to log in. Okay, so you can get this information. Yeah, here you can see that this is the information you are having. These are the standard users which you can use to access the database server. So here the problem again, right? We could have we could have gone through this document before itself, right? So it's telling that there is no developer here. These are the standard users which you can use to access the ABAP server. So if you just want to read the data, if you just want to check the data, this is not for the development purpose. This is not for the development purpose. Okay, so from here you can see that this is not for the development purpose, so we cannot do anything. It is not providing the one you cannot use for this development purpose, right? You can log in with this credential which is telling over here. Okay, you can log in through this credential. I'll just show you. DDIC SAP star I was able to log in, and another credential is DDIC. With the help of DDIC also you will be able to log in. Control V this DDIC, but you will not be able to develop. I don't think so. Let me try with that if it is possible. You are able to log in with the DDIC. Okay, and if I'm trying to go to SE38, let me try if I can create ZPK test. You can see that DDIC may make changes in customer systems, may not make changes in customer systems. You can see that in the customer systems you cannot make the changes. Let me do, suppose if I'm going to create in the standard namespace. Okay, so click on this test. Mm, it's not allowing actually. Okay, so this is not the one. So similarly, before doing all these things, what you can do that you have the multiple system over here, right? You can go to this solution and go to the started guide, and there you can see if something is having the developer. Okay, this is having the developer, but the problem with this, it will ask to upgrade the account. I will confirm if by upgrading the account, if it is charging something like that, so if it is charging, then I would not recommend to go with this. But this is how you can search if something is there, can be used. Okay, so getting started here, I will just show you. Here I will just show you. You will get the complete introduction over here, that you get access to the system that has been built using the following installation: SAP kernel. This one, SAP AAC means Sybase Database NetWeaver Application Innovation Package SP02. This appliance is designed to give you the access to your own copy of this on developer edition. See, this is the developer edition. Note that this solution is pre-configured with many additional elements, including Fury Launchpad, Cloud Connector, SAP JVM. So means you can, you can use this one for the purpose of UI5 development as well. Okay, you can use for web ID development as well, this particular system. Only the thing is that we need to upgrade the account, but I'm not sure if it is going to charge. If it is first going to deduct from that 300 and then we are going to charge to this our credit card, that's fine. We can stop just before reaching towards 300. Okay, so this is a one, and here I'll show you NPL system. Here you can see that this is the developer edition. For the 001 client, you can use this developer. I have tested this one working fine. Okay, only that is the constraint that I will confirm gradually when I will check it and I will come to know. Okay, fine. We can stop, I think, over here for today's class. It's taking some time. It's not opening. Maybe their system is down. Okay, their server seems to be down. It didn't get open at this point of time as well. And that firewall configuration and all is not that mandatory because it's working without that as well, right? You have seen. So that all the steps are not required. Whatever the steps we have followed, that is sufficient. Okay. So with this, we can stop our session over here, and in tomorrow class, we will start with the CDS example. We are going to see many CDS example. Tomorrow we'll see some, and in the coming classes, we are going to see many more examples. Okay. With this, let's stop our session today. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Any question if
No,
you
no,
have?
fine. No.
Fine then. Fine. And then thank you
Pankaj,
very much for it. Yeah. Yes.
uh, Pankaj, like if there's a requirement to expose something in BI
Mm-hmm.
analytics system, so
Yeah.
do we have? Is it only possible via CDS, or we can do it via AMDP or OpenSQL also?
CDS, transient
Only
provider. We
CDS.
are have, yeah, only with the CDS.
Only with the CDS. Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
only with the CDS we can do. I don't have very good idea about that, but what I know that with the help of CDS, we can consume the CDS in the
Mhm. Yeah,
BA
CDS
or BW
for sure.
system. Yeah,
Yeah, CDS for sure we can do it. But I was just only looking for some. Do we have some other options or not?
yeah, maybe possible. I'm not very much sure. If we can directly use the OpenSQL in BA or BW system, maybe that may be possible. Some BA or BW person will be able to
Mhm.
confirm that.
Okay,
I'm not sure about that particular things. Okay,
okay, okay.
fine. Any other question? Okay, so there is no question. We can stop it over here. So once again, wish you a very happy Independence Day and bye bye. Have a nice day.
Yes, thank you. Bye.
Thank you for same.
Thank you, Pankaj. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.